everyone. I got home a little late tonight, but we will be starting here shortly, and I have a guest tonight that I know you guys will all know and love. So just give us a few seconds, and then we'll be rocking and rolling. Thank you. What's up, party people? Sorry for being late tonight. I had a guest and I wanted to make sure that they were coming in tonight, so we're just gonna get right to it and bring him in. Let me make sure I don't have you muted. No, he's good. You there, Bill?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, my friend. What is up, everybody? Let me, I want to try to change the setting real fast, people, to see if I can stop that goddamn, let's see here. Let's see if that stops the clickety-clack. It is not stopping the clickety-clack.
You need to get one of those third world tech support guys on the phone to help you out.
Yeah, I don't know why it only does it for this. I don't ever have this problem with this mixer anywhere else. But anyway, you guys are just going to have to hear a little clickety-clack tonight. It's worth having Mr. Bill here. So It's worth it, even though that, god damn it, stop clickety clacking. I don't know why it does
That's
that.
the weirdest thing, man.
It is. Let me, no, because if I do that, you won't hear me. So, yeah, and if I turn, let me see something here. Hold on, because I know if I turn off USB, they won't hear you. Talk, Bill?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, if I turn that off, they can't hear you. So, all right, hold on. Let me take this jacket off, and we're going to get this fucking party started. How is everybody doing this Tuesday night?
Yeah, that shirt reminds me of, what's his name? Rob?
Oh,
Rob
yeah.
from, what was that? Ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Big Rob, or what's that guy? Big Black, that's his name.
Yeah, the one who passed away. If this is actually a House Call Pro shirt. If you so if you guys did something with them, they would send you these shirts.
Really?
Yeah. The shirts and the merchandise was cool. It was just the paying that was the problem.
I mean,
but it's definitely worth taking a chance, man. They can only get better.
yeah. I mean, I'd be all about them. I'd say House Call Pro on my channel just for a free shirt.
Yeah.
Call me a whore. I don't care.
I hear you, man. Fuck it. But anyway, everybody, if you did not already, go to the last live stream, comment hashtag 2020 Vision. At some point in this live stream, I will be giving away that Fieldpiece multimeter. Everybody that won last week, I did not, I didn't send that shit out yet because I was waiting for tonight. That way I just do it all at one time. Being honest with you, I'm not going to lie and say I shipped it out when I didn't. But, yeah, I'll just do it all at one time. So make sure you do that. I can't do that, Rookie. I can't mute the FX channel because Bill's coming in through USB. That's what I normally do when it's just me. But if I do that now, then you're not going to be able to hear Bill because that's the channel that he's coming through. I have every channel muted except for my microphone and the USB. Actually, I haven't heard it. Now that I
was going to say, I don't hear it. Maybe if we talk about it, it goes away.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner, Johnny. Yeah.
Maybe this is like the movie Inception. You know what I mean? Like maybe we're just in a simulation that is created in your mind.
Yeah, see, it's just, we're making all this shit up right now. Nah, fuck, it just happened.
Just heard it.
Son of a bitch.
No. There it was again. Was it getting faster now?
I think the click is this. Matter of fact, I think I tried that and it didn't work though. Let me turn that off on the screen, and I think I did that and it didn't matter. Yeah, that didn't matter. I thought it was like the thing on the screen up there. Maybe it's the sponsorship banner. Let's turn that off. I don't think that doesn't do anything either. You son of a bitch. Whatever. We'll just deal with it.
Do you ever use that StreamYard? Does that do the same thing?
I just really, really like this Ecamm because the different things I can do are so easy. And I'm only scratching the surface. This thing does so much different stuff, and it's so easy to do. Like putting overlays, like I could do so much more with this. I want to get the second camera and stuff like that, but when I had that Canon camera, it was easy. But for some reason, when I try to connect either one of my Sony cameras, it's having trouble. It sucks with the new Catalina update for Apple, which my iMac, it doesn't communicate. Apple doesn't fucking communicate with some people now. Like you can't use like what they call 32-bit apps, and some of them just don't work. So trying to download the new Sony updates, it's like giving me hell. So I'm gonna have to use one of my old laptops or something. I don't know. But it is what it is. But let's you shut up, Matt Mitchell. But what's up, Matt? Tommy Stevenson, Dave C. What's up, man? Derek Kinney, how are you, buddy? Saucy Scratchers, what's up, man?
That's an awesome name.
Sormo. Guys, if you guys haven't checked out Corey's YouTube channel, man, Corey's been putting some really, really good videos out. Josh Moore, what's up, buddy? Let's see. Dizzle 326, what's up, man? Rookie, I already said what's up. Ethan Smith. Obviously, Bill, talking to Bill right now. Let's make sure I say hi to everybody. Dave Dillon, I said hello. Let's see. Jeff Pirates, what's up, my man? Make sure I didn't miss anyone. HVACR Heatmaster, what is up? The sky is up, Gil. You stop that, David. Don't be a smartass. Thomas Hernandez, how you doing, my friend? I already said hi to Ethan Smith. Just try to say hi to everyone. If I missed you. HVAC Vlogger, what's up, my man? Good to see you here, brother. He's another one, man, who's got a really good YouTube channel. He's been putting out some awesome videos. There's another guy I saw yesterday. He just popped up in my feed, and it's called Young HVAC, but Young is spelled Y-U-N-G.
Is he a Chinese guy?
No, he's actually a black dude. But he it was a good video. It's actually a video that I was going to make a topic about. Just some of the things to tell people before you get into the trade. Like, do you really want to get in this trade kind of deal?
Warning them about the hours, the on-call.
Yeah, just to kind of know what you're getting into.
The divorce rate.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, Zach? Zach is here. I saw that post, man. Congratulations on the download, Zach. That's awesome, brother. Anyway, tonight, I told Bill that I kind of want to continue on the topic that they had on their show, HVAC Overtime, with the preventative maintenance. I really like that topic, and it sucked that I wasn't able to make it there Friday. But I think that's a good topic to talk about. And I know you guys you talked about different aspects, and I know you do a lot of commercial stuff, so it's different. But you guys talked about the different, like, as far as how much like time you have and what you actually check and all that kind of stuff. And in my mind, on a PM, I don't really care how busy we are. I mean, normally you're not doing PMs when it's, 100
midsummer.
outside. Yeah, so you don't really got to worry about that. But I am, like, when my guys do PMs, I want everything checked. Like, I want the blower pulled on every call. I want you to look at put eyes on the heat exchanger if possible, if you have to go down through the coil, or you can look up if it's an 80%er.
Now, what do you pull the blower for? What do you blow the blower? What do you pull the blower for? Is it just to get eyes on the heat exchanger?
Yeah, just to get eyes on the heat exchanger. Plus, I like to take that out because if that blower wheel is dirty, now you have it out and you can show the customer. Visual aids, it's so much easier to show them than to try to explain it to them. You can
Is that something you would clean on a PM, that blower wheel?
I'll let my guys like brush it or whatever, but if it's disgusting, then we would charge for it. It would be on a list and they would just get a discount for doing it. If it's not bad and we can just brush it a little bit, then yeah, that's cool. Go ahead and smash the brush on there and get it clean. But if it looks like a cat died in it or something like that, then they'll just get the 15% off that we give to all of our service contract customers. But yeah, I like to look at all that, the flame sensor. As far as gas pressure, if it's the first time we've ever been there, then I want gas pressure checked. If we've been there before, then I'm okay if they don't check it, because as long as I know it's been set correctly. I just think too many guys, like brand new furnaces, don't assume that the gas pressure is okay, because it's not. Sometimes it is, but there's a lot of times you have to adjust that. I know a lot of these manufacturers
overfiring for years.
Yeah, exactly. It's something so little, and I think that that's a problem with a lot of 90% furnaces. And trust me, I'm a Carrier guy, and we had probably the worst history with the 58 series secondary heat exchangers being like total bullshit. But I think the big problem with that furnace is it didn't have enough pitch forward. People were putting it in, and if you tried to put it in level, I think it was actually tilted back a little bit. And if you were able to pitch that furnace,
condensation would just stick inside there and eat it away.
Yep. And if you were able to pitch that furnace forward a little bit and kind of to the right where it drained, you never have any problems. But guys weren't setting gas pressure right. So that's huge. This thing is not burning correctly. Like, there's a whole bunch of different aspects that lead to it that I had a whole class I went through with my guys, and I'm just like, when an install and everything is connected and working, like, the installation's not over. It's not pack my shit in time to leave. static pressure. Make sure your airflow. Is
commission it. Make sure you're not overflaring.
Exactly. Is there any dip switches you need to check? To change stuff. I mean, I sell a lot of high end like Infinity stuff, so it's pretty easy to do those. You can do them all in the controller for the most part, the UI. But there's still some dip switches you have to check, and I think a lot of guys just kind of look past it. Let's see.
Now, do you guys also, I don't know, put a scope in there, check the underside of the evaporator coil, assuming it's got one?
Yes.
Yeah,
definitely. Well, I won't make them do it on every call, but I want a temperature rise taken, and if the temperature rise, like if we're 40 to 70, like I want to be right in the middle. If we're higher than that, then I want to kind of investigate to see if there is any airflow issues.
That'd probably be a better way to do it. Like if you take that temperature rise and just say, all right, now there's a definitive problem here, then you can quote to come back and probably take the time to do whatever you got to do to pull some high temperature thermostats out or drill a hole to get that borescope up underneath there.
Yeah, because I mean, let's be honest. I mean, from a business standpoint, PMs are not profitable. You don't make money off PMs. You don't make money off service contracts. I mean,
most of the time you lose money on them.
Yeah, exactly. They are to create value in the customer's eyes, provide a service, and then when something does, like hopefully you find something wrong, or you're able to say like, hey, this is dirty, you need this. It's another opportunity to be in that customer's home or in their place of business. And when it does break, or when they do need to get a new one, hopefully it's with you. So that's what you're doing. So I mean, you're not making money hand over fist. I mean, we charge $199 for a year, and that's if they buy it. If they buy it like just for the year, it's $199. We have a $15 a month plan where we take out monthly automatic debit off of a card, which comes out to be $180. That's our most popular, and that automatically renews every year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's been huge, the monthly process. And then a 3-year option, which is like $505, which comes out to be like I think $167 a year. And some people do that. We only have, there's 2 types of maintenance contracts. Sorry, somebody wrote something and it caught my eye. Somebody said, you're saying is PM starts with installation, take care of the next. Yeah, you're right, David. He said, what I think you're saying is the PM starts with installation and take care of the next mechanic. I mean, yeah, it's all revolving door. It's all, everybody affects everybody, especially when you work with a company and you keep customers. Everybody's going to see that customer. If we install it right, everything, you dot your I's, you cross your T's, everything's installed properly, and then we come back and maintain it. It kind of affects everybody. I'm okay with my guys being there for an hour and a half, 2 hours if they do it right. Not sitting there twiddling their dick, wasting time. And I'll
watching YouTube videos and stuff.
Yeah, and I'll randomly show up sometimes. I'll randomly show up, and if I see a guy on his phone, I'm like, he's going to get his ass chewed out, or dude, you can go to fuck home for the day.
That's called a rim job.
Yeah. Just a tip, just for a second, just to see how it feels. But it's just
I can't say that anywhere else. So I was like, I'm glad they come up here because now I can use all my R-rated material.
Yeah, man, this is uncensored.
My rim job jokes.
You say what you got to say, brother. I know we kind of veered off the whole PM thing, but it's just PMs are so powerful. And I heard Zach say something, and he's 100% correct, that when you base a value of a company, your service contracts are how they put a number on it, because that's your customer base. That's the people, if something breaks, they're going to call you. If they don't have that service contract, there's nothing saying they're going to call you back when something breaks. They might just call the next bidder. So we've gotten up now. We're
especially if you give them a discount too. I mean, there's locked it in right there. They're not going to call for a second opinion. I mean, why bother?
Yeah, exactly. And our problem used to be we were very, very good at selling service contracts. We weren't very good at renewing them. And I told the guys, I said, then that's our fault. That means that we're not creating enough value for customers to want to renew it. So there used to be guys that they'd knock out PMs in a day. They'd be there for a half an hour, 45 minutes. And I'm like, what'd you do? I mean, what are you just taking a temperature rise and rolling? And I heard from different customer, and that's what the guy said. He was like, man, he came here and he took some temperatures. took the door off. He looked at it for like 10 minutes, went outside and filled a ticket out. And then he sat outside in his truck for 20 minutes and then left. That's not, I will not allow that here. That's not going to happen. So I've said on the podcast numerous times, I have a sheet that I have that I want filled out every single PM. They have to have it. So, oh, what the hell just happened here? So yeah, I want that. I want that. Bill sounds like a robot.
That's true. Everything I say sounds basically the same. I know Vlogger made a comment earlier. He's like, yeah, I could listen to Bill's voice and fall asleep. So I think in my next video, I'm just going to read nursery rhymes.
Just
Like a good 10, 15-minute video. You know, the Cat in the Hat, maybe. A little bit of Tom Thumb or some sort of old school
read Dr.
bedtime
Seuss
story.
books.
You know? I go viral, man.
Hey, nowadays on YouTube, you never know.
No.
Man,
It'd be all the rage. Like, man, you got to listen to this deep voiced mumbly guy read all these kid stories. It's mind boggling. Can't get enough of it.
What really, really gets me is, forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, are these fucking reaction videos? Why do I want to watch you watch another video when I can just watch that fucking video?
Yeah,
You know?
that's a good point.
And then he
That's a good
stops
point.
it every 2 seconds and he's like, "Oh my God, did you hear what he said?" Yeah, dick face, I'm watching it with you. I heard what he said. I mean,
Zach says I got a chorus effect on it. That's why. You know, I could hear some sort of reverb coming back, but I couldn't figure out what the heck it was.
oh, you do? To be honest, I think we can, because when you were muted, I could still hear you. So let me,
Oh, maybe I'm coming through 2 channels.
yeah, that's it. So here, let me see. Go ahead and talk, Bill.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, maybe that's it. You were coming in.
I can't hear you, though.
Oh, you can't hear me now? Maybe I was muting my microphone when I did that. Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Maybe that was muting.
I wonder if I still have I can't hear myself. I don't hear an echo. Echo, echo, echo.
Yeah, because you don't. Does anybody else, does Bill sound funny? Because he doesn't, on my end, he sounds fine.
Sound professional.
Yeah, he sounds crispy.
No, it says I sound different now. How do I sound?
I haven't done anything, so.
Do I sound like the guy that introduces movies? Like, you've seen the first and the second Fast and the Furious, but are you ready to watch the third Fast and the Furious where the storyline still doesn't make any sense?
That's funny.
Okay, Corey says I sound good now.
All right, well, I didn't do a fucking thing, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what.
You know what? I've heard that clicking noise.
Every time we say that, it pops up. I
That's true.
changed the I changed it so my mixer over here is just an output, not an input. Because the only thing I really need from it is my microphone. You can technically bypass that, so I don't know. We'll see.
Who knows?
He
But
did,
yeah,
but it's
so back
better.
to the PMs here for a little bit. So you have, you said you had a sheet. Do you have like a tiered system? Like, I know you mentioned like the $15 a month. Is it just you can either have the same sort of PM, but you get a discount if you pay $15 a month versus the year, or do you have like different levels of PM?
We don't. We used to have, like, the one that I'm explaining to you is technically called our silver plan. We used to have one that was gold, which was like twice the price, and it was optimally designed for systems 10 years or newer. So like those people that bought a new system that only got like the 10-year parts, 5-year warranty, and guys were selling it to people with like 20-year-old systems. And I'm like, what are you doing, man? Of course they're going to pay that because they know the thing's going to break down. And it eventually became a problem where we just stopped selling it. So we only offer the one now. And as far as our commercial PMs, I don't have a set price. I kind of price them up as is. The guys will call me or the owner because it just depends on what they want. Like some people, if they want, 4 filter changes a year, they want 6, they want 2. So how many units is it? Are we going to, Are we going to go out there 4 times a year, do 4 filter changes, and 2 of those time are going to be PM checks? So every price is kind of different, but we just now are going with Service Titan, which I'm happy because Service Titan is definitely the best one out there. It does the most. It's the most expensive for a reason. But I'm not going to lie, I kind of didn't want to start out with Service Titan because I know I'm going to be the one. When you do Service Titan, you got to have somebody that's all they do, is they dig into that program and learn the ins and outs because
you got to train the rest of your guys how to use that, right?
Yeah, well, plus it gives you so much information. I mean, it's great, but if you're not using all that, then you're kind of wasting your money. But my owner had a good point because I actually said, let's just start out with like House Call Pro or something like that, and then we can graduate. And he's like, well, why start with one program to outgrow it and go to another one? Why don't we just start and grow with that program? I was like, okay. I'm like, you're paying for it, so whatever, it's cool. So let's see.
Yeah, David Dillon here had a good question. When your company does a PM, do you have a checklist that you mark up so you can show something to your customer, or do you just do it on the fly? I know with us, we have, of course, again, everything's commercial, and a lot of our customers will come to us with their own checklist because they usually have a facility manager in place that kind of, goes over all this stuff with whoever's paying the bill, and then they come to an agreement on what should be on the preventative maintenance list. So they'll usually give it to us. Our company does have certain levels of preventative maintenance checklist. It's sort of like a basic one, and then I guess one that's kind of beefed up and on steroids. The basic one is filters, belts, and overall visual inspection, maybe a temperature rise sort of thing, and then the beefed up one is everything in between: amp draws, voltages, everything else you can think of.
Yeah, I kind of just have one. I mean, I get why companies do that, but I'm the kind of point that if we're going to do it, we're going to do it like one way, or we're just not going to do it. I don't want to offer some. I just feel like when you offer that cheaper one and people take it, you're leaving so much gray area. You know what I mean? And even though you can explain it to a customer and tell them, hey, you're buying the cheaper one, you're only getting A, B, C, D, versus if you buy this one, you're getting A through, Z. So I just feel like that we have, commercial plan. This is our residential plan, and we go through everything you could possibly imagine, and then we submit to you our findings and stuff like that. And when we submit our findings, it's kind of like those must-do things, and then would be nice to have. Like we kind of put them in a numbering kind of order. So
what you could do. I don't know. I don't live in your sort of world, but one of the things I was thinking of as you're telling me that was, so if you had a customer that had just like a basic preventative maintenance program, why not have a checklist that had both the basic preventative maintenance program as well as the the next step up next to it. Have your guy fill out all the basic information and then show the customer like, all right, this is your basic PM. This is everything I did. And as they're doing, as he's going through that basic PM checklist, their eyes are probably wandering over to the other side of the page, and they're like, what is all this fancy shit over here? Like you're going to pet my dog and take a static pressure test, and you're going to talk to me nicely on this other, the upcharge one. And I might get him talking about it. Say, hey, what's this other program you have here on this same sheet of paper?
Yeah, but what if I sell them the good one the first time?
Oh, then you just completely ignore what I just said.
Well, see, and that's kind of my I understand what you're saying, but my mentality is just sell them the good one the first time. You know what I mean? And then because I feel like time is valuable in these customers' homes because you only get so much of it. So I don't want to. If my end game is to sell this good PM, I'm not going to waste a visit. Say I do that, they're not happy, and then you show them the other one, and they're like, well, then what'd you sell me this one for? You know what I mean? If I could have got this one. So, that's just playing devil's advocate. So I'd rather just get to it, especially for $199, $15 a month. I mean, it's not like I'm, bending over and kind of long dicking them. I mean, I'm giving them a pretty fair price. And for what we do, I think it's pretty cheap. Somebody asked if we do combustion analysis on every one. If it's the first time we've been there, yes. Every one of my guys has a combustion analyzer on the truck, and what I like them to do is we have it printed out, and it's something that is tagged onto the unit. So I want those numbers there. If we have one and then we go back to do a PM and it's already been done, if you in your findings nothing leads me to be like, hey, I need to check this again, then we won't. So, but yes, if we've never done it, then I want it done. I want all those kind of numbers and stuff like that. But one thing I can't wait for Service Titan is to be able to have pictures of all the units in there, so you can kind of look at, like, you could see what you're going to do before you get there and stuff like that. So I am pretty excited. I've been messing with it for a little bit with my tablet, but we haven't went full-fledged yet.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, the good thing about that Service Titan that I wish our dispatching software was capable of doing that is taking a customer's profile, and you can add pictures and notes to that customer's profile. I mean, probably even invoices. And when it comes time to like make a decision of changing it out, you can bring up all their invoices under their profile and be like, you know what, you've already spent $14,000 in repairs on this thing, you know, over the last couple of years. You know, maybe cut your losses, sort of thing.
Yeah, well, that's what I love about it, that it's you have all that history from the customer, that you can see anything you've ever done there. You can see it. You know, so I can go back and look who's been out there, what they've done, and stuff like that. It just puts so much information at your fingertips, and especially as a manager, I mean, I can see, you know, it gives me, you know, we can set KPIs, you know, key performance indicators. We have their closing rate, their average sale, their total sales, whether it's for the week, the month, the year. Like, you get so much information that you can, like me and Kelly kind of talked about this in the last podcast, especially this time of year when some, like, companies are getting a little slow based on the weather and stuff like that, and you only have so many calls. You're going to give those calls to the guy that you know are going to make the most of it. You know, like, I'm going to give it to the guy with $1,000 ticket average, not the guy with the $150 ticket average. You know
the guy
I
that's
mean?
got the most callbacks.
Yeah, you're going to try to give it to the guy to make the most of them. And a lot of residential companies this time of year, it's, yeah, obviously you want to make money, but sometimes it's trying to not lose too much. You know what I mean? Like, to try to not be in the red too much to where when you do get busy, you can make up for it quickly.
And you know, that's a lot of guys might hear that and think that you're talking about just go out there and quote whatever, just throw some parts at it, even if it doesn't need it.
Yeah.
You know, my whole mindset is, you know, if you look hard enough, there's of course, if it's a brand new system, you're not going to find a whole lot wrong. But if you look hard enough on a majority of the older systems, especially in the commercial world, I mean, you can find at least one thing wrong. Capacitors not you know, up to par. Contactors are you know, the points are burned up, or I mean, it needs a coil cleaning. Evaporator, filters, belts, you know, does it have a spare belt? If not, it should. I mean, well, I know some of these guys, they'll go through a PM, and I say this a lot, you know, the path of least resistance. If you go through a PM and your end game is just to get up there and get out, you're not going to find anything wrong. You're not going to write up anything. You're not going to create work. Even if it's honest work, you're not going to create work out of that PM, and that's what PMs are for: prevent maintenance, create work.
Exactly. And guys, I always mean honest. I don't ever want anybody to do anything dishonestly. My guys know better than that. I would never do that. I've had customers that I have given them their money back because I thought something wasn't right. That's how, you know, how much I feel about that. But I said in the podcast 75% of homes, but that's a low number. It's probably more than that, of people that they need stuff done. You know, and I think for too long, and it used to be the way, we had the Band-Aid mentality. You go out there, okay, igniter's bad. Change the igniter, cut your money and you roll, you move on to the next one. Well, did you really check that system? Did you see if that blower wheel was dirty? Was there something that caused that igniter to go bad? Like, I feel like we're missing too many things and we're not doing a thorough job, and we leave honest money on the table. Like, and I've proved to my guys, because I've done it. I went out for a week and I've done, you know, with like a $1,300 ticket average, and I'm honest. It's just we get afraid to offer things to customer because we're thinking with our wallet. You know, when you go out there for a preventative maintenance and, okay, that igniter is working, but the ohm resistance is kind of close to being out, but it has that white buildup, hey, chances are that thing's probably going to go bad soon. So why not offer it? You're preventing a service call. That's why you're there. You know, because if to me, if I'm a customer and you came and did a fall PM on my furnace, And then 2 months later, something goes bad. I'm like, well, what the fuck did you prevent? Why do I have you coming out if I still got to call you to do this stuff anyway? And granted, I don't care how good of a PM you do, you still can't prevent every breakdown. But, you know, but it's dumb stuff. I mean, most of the calls, you think about the calls we see, it's not always something drastic like, you know, oh, the flux capacitor, I need the oil ratio of this compressor versus the hermetic minus calculation. You know what I mean? It's not this like, it's connections get loose, they burn off. Stuff like capacitors go bad. It's dirty, the cleanliness, the airflow issue, the filter, the duct work, the unit's dirty. Like a lot of times the things we see are stupid shit. It's not something drastic where you got to be some HVAC goddamn physicist to fix it. It's just having the time and the attention span to take the blinders off and actually look at the whole goddamn system. And I think people
and just
don't
taking
do
the
that.
time and focus on it. And it's you just got to get out of that. I just got to hurry up and knock this out mentality.
Yeah, it's just, and I know, like, I would like to, and I know it's hard, like, in the summertime we're busy, I would like my guys to have maybe 4 or 5 calls in a day, and that's it. But let's be honest, that doesn't always happen. I'm trying to slowly build my team to have more people, but then you got to walk that fine line, because when it slows down, then what do you do with all these people? So...
Yeah, it's funny you should mention that. I'm actually going through that right now.
Yeah. It's hard, man. We've been lucky that my boss got into flipping houses and stuff, and he bought this condo that he got dirt cheap and like totally gutted and redid it. And when we were real slow, he gave a bunch of guys doing work over there, like paying them their hourly wage. You know, some of these guys making $25-$30 an hour to go over there and like paint, you know, stuff he could pay guys $10 an hour to do, but he still let them do it to get hours.
Get them hours.
Yeah, and he was still making money off of it, which he said he liked, and he might do that in the slow time. Just do something like that where it's kind of a win-win for the company and for him.
Like, you know, like what I've noticed is, you know, obviously we're all looking for, talking about hiring technicians and whatnot, we're all looking for that unicorn guy, you know, 10, 15 years of experience, great attitude, you know, easy to get along with, knows his stuff inside and out, all that stuff. So the thing that I've noticed is that you tend to only find those guys when it starts to slow down, you know, when whatever's going on in their company, they're like, I got to get out of here. I'm not getting any hours for whatever reason. Hopefully it's not because, you know, they're doing something wrong. But so we're in a position right now where we've come across a couple of these unicorn guys, but we're just going into the slow season. So like don't get me wrong, I want to get some good experienced guys so we can really, you know, take things to the next level. But I'm also sort of hesitant. You know, what if I bring these guys on and it's like we're just about getting into our slow season? It might I might run it right off the right out of the business. Yeah,
it's hey, those unicorn guys are hard to find, and when they come in, you got to be like, don't leave, you know. It's just most guys with that kind of talent level and work ethic, they're somewhere they're not going, because whoever they're with, if they have a fucking brain in their head, they're taking care of that guy. You know, so I've really gotten to the point now where it's almost trying to groom guys the way that I want, so as I don't have to break a bunch of bad habits. You kind of train them the way that you want them to be, and it's frustrating sometimes because these guys are a project, and you have to know that.
They're green, and yeah, but I just hired a 21-year-old kid, and you know he's not fresh out of school. He's been doing this 3 or 4 years. Has a good grasp on things, but like you said, he's sort of a project. He's going to take a little bit of time to mold into the perfect technician, but he's not coming aboard with all these bad habits. He's not like a pissy, grumpy old man who's just pissed off at the industry. He's been doing it for 20 years,
Yeah. Sorry, Miss Susie said, damn Gil raping that microphone. Real fast, I want to address this. I see you guys talking about whether to call them clean-in checks or PM checks. I'll be honest with you, I don't think it matters what you call them, but one thing I have learned in several classes is not to call them fall PMs or spring PMs, because then they say that dictates when you can do them. You want to do them when you need to do them. So that you just call them, you can call them, safety inspections, maintenance safety inspections. But I see it says maintenance implies that you're going to fix the problem, not charge more. Well, not really. I mean, when you get maintenance on a car, you're doing what? You're getting your oil changed and stuff like that. So the people are calling us when they have a working system. I mean, I understand, but I'm okay with the maintenance term. When you say clean and check, like us, I'm not cleaning coils during our PMs, you know, so I don't want to call it a clean and check. I'm fine with like the safety inspection or maintenance / safety inspection. I'm okay with that. But I think that you say you get 2 of them a year. You don't say a spring PM and a fall PM. And I think that's something that we might change because, granted, we're normally going to do them in the fall and the spring, but it just kind of leaves you that opening to do them when you need to do them. When you need hours, you can fit them in there and start to schedule people. So I heard that in a couple of different classes. People said not to call them spring PMs or fall PMs because you're kind of limited yourself. So,
yeah, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say we, our customers who dictate to us what these are called. They call them spring and fall PMs, and they'll actually give us time frames to do them. So it's sort of completely backwards. Well, they'll be like, I have these 30 locations. I need you to PM all of them by such and such date.
Yeah, no, well, especially in the commercial world, it's definitely different than residential, and we have a lot of commercial customers. I mean, I'm slowly building that commercial side up. When I started in this trade, I was all industrial commercial. I kind of just backed my way in to residential. I used to love refrigeration, and I told Chris, watching his videos kind of makes me miss doing refrigeration with my dad, but then I don't miss the 2 a.m. service calls driving to Virginia. You know what I mean? So part of me is like, oh, I miss it. And the other half's like, no, you don't. Fuck that.
No, I couldn't do that. Like the rack systems, the grocery stores, all that stuff. No, like too bad Rookie Refrigeration wasn't in here. I'm sure you'd have something to say about that.
Yeah.
Like I'm curious about how all that stuff works, but I'm not curious enough to jump into it and then start being on call, and I'm gone, 27 hours a day and never get to see anybody.
But the only good thing is you normally refrigeration doesn't have a slow time because that's kind of those businesses and stuff and the restaurants, they're using their refrigeration all the time. So it's granted the weather's still going to help, but you still stay pretty steady because Gary's not in here tonight, but Gary, I used to work at the same company. That's how I know the guy Gary. I know his father. But we did all like of Walmart's, Costco's, like all their rack systems in the back. So when they call you 2 o'clock in the morning and they got, $500,000, $1 million worth of product in a big giant walk-in, it's not, oh, hey, I'll see you in the morning. They're like, no, bitch, I'll see you in like an hour. And I'm going from Baltimore to Sterling, Virginia, which is an hour or so away at 2 o'clock in the morning. Like that's what
then you got to get
do.
there and you got to be on top of your game and think, and you got to be awake. And I couldn't do that, man.
Yeah. And that's, I don't miss it. And like I said,
another thing that helps us in the slow times, we do hot side equipment for restaurants.
I used to do that.
Yeah. That's a good filler. I mean, I don't enjoy it particularly, but
the ovens with my dad, the ovens, the fryers, doing all that shit. When you got to change the inside tanks and you got grease going up your goddamn arms and shit like that.
You ever wonder why I wear long sleeves all the time?
Yeah,
that's the reason why. Because I used to work on fryers, and I just got so used to wearing long sleeve shirts, I wear them all the time now. Yeah,
the things to recycle the oil or to clean the oil, and they have that little nozzle, and people were like banging it in. I'm like, you fucking retard. But then my dad's like, Gil, think about it. You got people that are making $10 an hour working on this expensive equipment. You think they give a shit?
They don't care. Not at all.
They don't care.
And I get paid money to fix whatever they break, so I'm over there egging them on. I'm like, yeah, smash that fucking thing in there. It ain't going in slowly. Like, kick it, man.
I ain't making love to it.
No.
I just
to it.
Yeah, it was. And when I was with my dad, we worked for a restaurant chain, so we were like in house. My dad ran the maintenance for all this restaurant chain. So there, you figure you're trying to fix things, but trying to fix it as cheap as possible. So I used to take like this one store I can forget. I will never forget. I would take this panel off of this like Vulcan ovens, this like 2-door, like the 2-stack ones. And it was like a fucking Christmas tree with all the wire nuts. Like shit jumped out, and my dad's like, "Is it working? We're good." I'm like, "Okay." Like, I
had to bypass all the high limits and the safety switches, but it's running, Dad.
Yeah, it's crazy, and that's just. I was gonna make a comment, but thank God I didn't, because that might have got me in trouble. But
one of those places burned down, didn't it?
No, I was gonna say who I worked for, but
okay.
I'll tell you in a text message why. Good thing I didn't say it. But yeah, pizza ovens. We used to take care of Domino's and Papa John's, and this is a story. Domino's took one oven, the conveyor ovens. And when I used to work on those, they used to suck when you had to change the motors in there, because you were like climbing inside of the fucking oven. You had to take the conveyor off. Those were a pain in the dick. But anyway, we changed one, and I got sent out to help the guy. They were like, he's probably close to being done, but, just go ahead out there and just make sure everything's okay and give him a hand, make sure it's running. I'm like, all right, cool. I get out there. He was pretty much done getting ready to start it up. He turns the thing on, and no bullshit, it went boom! You saw the plexiglass fucking windows on the front of that store go. Wow. I walked in. I was like, "What the fuck happened, dude?" It was a natural gas furnace going into a propane fucking application, and he didn't fucking change. Didn't even realize it, and hooked that up. And it, that. Thank God it just made it made like a nasty sound, and it wasn't a whole bunch of damage, but I think the manager lady was like a little short, like black lady. I think she shit her pants. But I
would have. I almost did just from that story alone.
Yeah, that shit was fucking crazy, man. But yeah, you see some shit. I miss some of that time. So that's why I tell people, man, like I got into management, but I've had my hands in a lot of shit, man. Like I started this at a young age, so I'm not old, but I started doing this young, so I had my hands in a lot of stuff. So I'm not one of them people that, never got my hands dirty trying to tell other people what to do.
Yeah, the last couple of years, we've kind of some contracts and vendors have changed a little bit. So we were doing mostly heating and cooling, a little bit of refrigeration, but now we're starting to get back into hot side heating and cooling, more refrigeration. So I'm starting to get my hands back on all of these different things, and it's good, because I like all these different things, because I got ADD and I'm curious. So it's really, really good to to have all this stuff around me. I'm like, oh, all right, I get to go play with that oven, then I get to play with a refrigerator, and then later on I'm replacing a heat exchanger.
Well, I saw your video, man, of that electric thing that you fixed. In like Lowe's or whatever. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a change of pace. I got to drive a scissor lift around the store. That was pretty cool. And if for anybody out there wondering, I did have my, what do they call it, that harness on. I did have that on. It was under my clothes where you couldn't see it.
It was invisible.
If OSHA is watching, it was under my clothes.
Yeah. It's that new invisible harness. But yeah, it's funny. They call you for that. Like, that would be like part of like your contract with them? Like, you would think they would call electrician.
Yeah, you'd think so. Yeah. No, they call us. I think I'm not real sure how it works, but they call us and they're like, "Can you do this?" And then my dispatcher will call me and say like, "Hey, they got this going on. Can you do it, or do you want to do it?" Most of the time I'm like, "Why not?" Yeah. I'll go to Lowe's and do whatever they got to do. And then when I'm done, walk around, check out some tools, buy some stuff. I mean, why not? Drive a scissor lift around the store. Honk at old people looking at garden stuff because they won't get out of the way.
That's funny.
Like, get out of the way, Betty White, you old ass bitch. Trying to get through here.
Buying flowers.
Yeah, because at that time of the day, those hardware stores are just full of old retired people just walking around looking at garden gnomes and fly swatters. I don't know what the hell they're doing there, but...
Yeah, like I said, they're buying flowers, and the old man's like, "Marge, it's fucking January. Mm-hmm. Why aren't we buying flowers?"
And, I say that because that literally happened. I'm like driving down the aisle, and this like old lady is like right in the middle of the aisle. I'm on this giant scissor lift behind her, just like do, waiting for her to move. And she like looks up at me at one point, and then looks back at the garbage bags or whatever she was looking at. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna drop a wrench right on you. Like, just move.
Bink! Oh shit!
Like, oh, sorry.
You hear her just You know,
Old lady.
Yeah, fall down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let me see what these.
I take that scissor lift right up to the ceiling, move the camera real quick, bring it back down, drop my wrench.
Just drop it, clip it right in the back of the head. That's funny. That's funny. How big is your company? Like, how many people you got working
right
there?
now we got, I lose count, but I think it's 25 or 28 technicians. And we got about 12 office staff.
Oh, shit.
So it's like, yeah, medium size, I guess you might call it.
Oh, nice. And I hear you say, like, you're guys, so you're like a manager supervisor or something, right?
Yeah. I guess the official title is like lead technician, but I'm basically the supervisor over the Michigan market. So right now I got 3, possibly 4 guys that are directly underneath me that I have to, I don't want to say babysit, but you know what I mean.
Babysit. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Field calls from, and they're a good bunch of guys, but the problem has always been in Michigan trying to get that good experienced guy. Because, I mean, it's pretty union heavy up here in Toledo area too, which is nearby. It's part of my area too, is Toledo and Upper Ohio. And it's sort of hard breaking out some of these good guys from the union. So we tend to get a lot more of the younger guys, fresh out of school, maybe don't have a whole lot of experience, and kind of hire them based on personality and hope that they will absorb the things that I'm trying to teach them.
Yeah, we have altogether we have four people in the office, and then there is right now five service guys, not counting myself, and then 2 install teams that work for us. The one install team, they can do service. It's a father and son. They can do installs. They can do service calls if need be. And then we have another, which is a subcontractor installers, which is another father and son team. I'm sorry. It's 2 brothers, but they're kind of older guys. They do awesome work. I mean, these guys, they actually have their own company, but they've known my owner for years. But what's good about them is I don't got to worry about keeping them busy, you know, because they have their own shit. But if I need an install done, what's great is when they do our installs, they wear like our uniforms, you know, and we don't, we just did one. We didn't always mark our install vans. Like all of our service vans are marked and stuff like that, but our install box trucks for the longest time were just white. We never mark them. But
yeah, you got to turn those things into billboards, man.
Which can be a bad thing sometimes too. So, and some of the install guys we used to have, they were great mechanics, but they weren't the best drivers. So, so you get the good, but you got to take the bad with it too.
People calling and be like, yeah, your guy just cut me off in the freeway or something. Or I've had some crazy phone calls. Like I just seen one of your vans on the side of the road, and he's walking around the side of the road yelling and cussing at traffic. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's concerning, you know. At that time, I was like, man, why did we put that damn phone number on there?
Well, one time it was on a weekend, and I had the phones, and they, this guy, I'm going to get myself hot because people don't know what the fuck a yield lane is. Merge, okay? You need to speed up or slow down to merge into traffic. It's not my job for you to sit there and stare at me like a dipshit, so I have to change my speed. But anyway, so this guy cuts me off, acts like an asshole, almost like runs me off the fucking road. So I'm like, you know, like, what the fuck? Jerk off? Like, what are you doing, man? What's up, Justin? Real fast. Yeah, then the guy calls the number and he calls in, and I'm like, hello, this is Gil with A Supreme. How can I help you? Or whatever the hell I answered. And he's like, I'm behind one of your trucks, and this asshole just, almost ran me off the road, which I didn't. That's what he did to me. I'm like, oh my God, sir, are you serious? I'm like, you know what? I'm like, let me give that technician a call. I'm so sorry. I'm like, why don't you have a good day? And then before I get off the phone, I reach out and give him the finger. And the guy's like, he is flipping me off right now. And then I was like, no way. Is he really? I'm like, I'm like, I am so sorry, sir. I'm like, I'm going to take care of this. And I kept just doing shit. He never knew it was me. At one point, I wanted to be like, yeah, you're talking to the guy in the van, you fucking prick. But I realized that wasn't going to go anywhere, so
yeah,
I just left it alone. But that's what pisses me off, dude. That's why calls that come in,
it's like almost like they're figuring out on the fly.
yeah, like when people call in on the trucks and stuff like that, I kind of take some with a grain of salt. But if like the same guy keeps getting called in on, okay, maybe we got something here. But if it's random, I don't really say stuff. I mean, you know, we had one where apparently my guy was riding down the road smoking a fucking cigar, and she was like, I'm not sure what was in it, but it was definitely a big old, she called it a stogie. It was older. She goes, a big old stogie. I was like, okay.
Big old stogie.
Yeah. I'm like, what is this, fucking Christmas Vacation? Hey, clock, why don't you go into the living room and get my
A
stogie?
big old stogie.
Yeah.
I can't believe you have people calling in for something so stupid. Nah.
Man, I am hooked on this Snapple Apple shit. You ever had that?
No. I'm hooked on this. What is this, like water and some sort of like 42-cent a packet Crystal Light shit that I throw in there?
Oh, Crystal Light's good.
It's not terrible. I mean, water sucks, so I got to add something to spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, I've been trying to drink more water, man, because I'm getting back into the gym, trying to get my definition back in my
Oh yeah,
my
yeah, I can
chest.
tell.
So trying to
you-
get them guns up there.
You walk around your shop with your arms kind of out and be like, hey, where's the gym at, bro?
Yeah, they're like, oh hey, I'm here. I'm like, you need your heat fixed.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? I'm like, yeah,
It's right over
shop's
there.
back there, bro. Yeah, I just sit in my office and flex and take naps, and stare at myself in the mirror.
Man, that'd be nice. Oh, I'd love to do that.
Yeah, I wish. I said I wanted to put a TV in my office, and my boss looked at me. He was like, for what? I was like, so I can, keep up on current events. And he was like, he was like, hell no, man. He's like, first of all, he's like, you hate being in the office as is. He's like, now you're going to be in here like, what are you going to be watching, soaps and stuff like that? I'm like, no. I'm like, maybe it's like some YouTube and stuff like that. He's like, no, I'm not paying for your YouTube channel. I was like, all right, man. All right.
Yeah, man, you gotta stay up on the times, man. You gotta watch that one show with all them old bitches that are just kind of talking about stuff. And
oh yeah, who fucked
then
who? And
then there's that one show with Drew Carey now. Price is Right. Daytime TV right there, man.
yeah, I used to watch that stuff with my dad when he was still around. I can't watch that shit now because it just kind of brings back goofy memories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one of them things that fucking blows. I know we were going to talk about preventative maintenance, and we've talked about all kind of stuff, but I actually like this. It's fun to be on here with somebody else and talk about stuff. I mean, do you guys, I guess we'll try to pay attention to the chat. I don't know why this one's like not, oh, maybe because I didn't scroll up. That's why I wasn't saying anything. Do you guys have any questions? Anything that you guys want to talk about? Anything in particular? I mean, it hasn't been an hour yet. Gil, what editing software did you use for the Wicked Uncensored opening? You mean like my intro, Corey? Right now I use DaVinci Resolve. I was going to buy Final Cut Pro because I have a Apple, but a friend of mine told me before I do that to try DaVinci Resolve, and it's free. And so far, I like it. I think, to be honest, for what we do, like YouTube videos, I don't think it really matters, I mean, unless you're some like filmmaker and you need all those extra things. I mean, doing YouTube videos, I think iMovie would work. I mean, you don't need anything fancy. So, but that was made. I made that in After Effects, and I'll be honest, I bought a template, which was still very fucking hard. It was not as easy as they made it out to be in a little intro. Besides that, everything that has to do with this, I made in this Ecamm software, which I love. And there's so much more to do. I'm going to spice this up a little bit as soon as I can get my other camera hooked up. I just have to update the software on my A6300 and my 6000. I got this all ready for...
Now, what is that? What are you making, a Transformers movie? What is that thing, man?
It's
Did George Lucas call you? Like, hey, Gil, I know you just make YouTube videos, but I need you to
oh shit.
help.
That was funny. No, this is so obviously these Sonys don't have a flip out screen. So I have the monitor to be able to see myself. Just the camera. This is to be able, have something to hold on to. This is just part of. I have this one monopod that's really awesome. It's called iFootage. That it has this little contraption on the bottom. Well, you can't see it, Chip. So it kind of stands up by itself, but you can take it apart and make it so it just. I had a few videos where I just sat it on my desk, and it's kind of right in front of me, so that's why I have it like this. And then I bought this lavalier thing, and I really only bought this because of going to AHR, but I don't think I like it, and I have 6 days to send it back, and I think I'm going to.
Nice.
I don't think I'm gonna keep this. It's all right. Normally I have like the Rode mics, and then when I'm in the studio, I have a Rode NTG shotgun mic that I send into this, and then I can just I just have to sync the audio and post, which it's in DaVinci Resolve is actually really easy. It'll do it for you if you do like a clap or something stupid before you start. It'll sync it up perfect. So I actually have my first video coming out Thursday.
Nice.
Yeah, it sucked. I had to fucking reshoot it because of that goddamn thing. That lavalier mic. I'm watching the video. I accidentally set my the focus wrong, so it was like in and out, in and out. It would be like you talking to me. It's like my face, the logo, or my face, the logo, my face, the logo.
Yeah, I've had a similar issue when I did a video recently where I'm changing out like a filter pump motor on a fryer. And it's kind of close quarters, so I have it right next to me. I'm working, my hands sometimes in front of the camera, and then I move away, but I just film on my phone. And I get a little bit of that too, where it focuses on my hand, then I move a little bit further away, and then it's still like it's out of focus for a quick second. So it's weird.
Yeah, it sucks. And then the video maybe could have worked. I could have cut some pieces out and chopped it together where it would have been okay. But then the goddamn lavalier, like I'm watching, all of a sudden you hear click, and it's just. I'm like, son of a bitch. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right.
I remember I bought one of these nice fancy lapel mics once. And I had it pinned up underneath my beard where you couldn't see it. And went through the whole video. Didn't check my audio at all. Went through the whole video. I went back and played it. No audio. Nothing. Just, I don't know why. Just a bad mic out of the box.
Yeah.
Stupid.
A really good cheap one that it's not wireless or nothing is that Boya one. It's dude, I've bought everything like a dummy, and it's not a good thing. I'm not bragging to say that, because if you don't make videos, then what the fuck's it all for, But
that's true.
This one.
What is that thing? I've never seen that one before.
This thing is like $20. It's got a long ass cord, and I guess you do most of your stuff out in the field, so you could still do it and move around. You would just have to obviously like tie the cord up or something like that. But I think you can plug this into a cell phone, into a camera, and this actually has the guy Sean, whatever his name is from Think Media, highly recommended this. And this, yeah, it works pretty good. For $20, you can't beat it.
No, for $20, it's at least worth a shot.
Yeah. See, that wireless lav kit, I got this because I have quite a few interviews set up with some different companies down there, and I wanted to have two. So I have two like transmitters with microphones, So 2 of these into 1 receiver on top of there. So that way when I'm talking to somebody, we could both have one and I could have good audio. But I don't know. Now I don't trust this thing.
Yeah, you could start a whole production company.
Yeah, dude, it's to be honest, it's actually pathetic. It is, man, because and I'll be honest, dude, and it's embarrassing. I got into gear acquisition mode, like thinking like the more shit I bought, the better it was gonna be.
The better it's gonna be. Yeah.
But if, like I said, if you don't, content is king. If you don't make videos, it doesn't matter. Like you look at like Casey Neistat, one of the biggest YouTubers, has millions of subscribers. He built his channel with like a Canon 70D, which is like a $700 camera. You know what I mean? Like you don't need all this fancy stuff. And
yeah, and like if you watch his videos, it's just him rolling around New York talking about things. And he's got a ton. I think his talent lies in his B-roll. Like his B-roll footage is just top notch. I mean, great stuff.
Yeah,
you know, it takes like a keen eye to be able to get that B-roll stuff that you need.
Yeah, I mean, and the audio is important. You can have okay video. If you have shitty audio, nobody's gonna you know what I mean? Like you're not gonna listen to a video, no matter how. I don't care if it's in 100K resolution, you know, virtual reality. If it's hey, you know what I mean, you're not gonna listen to it. Thanks, Zach. Have a good night, brother. What the fuck is that? Gil, literally Inspector Gadget. Yeah, it's so it's kind of embarrassing, dude. Because I mean, to be honest, I don't want to be like you know, a poser. It's the thing is the podcast for the longest time, that was my moneymaker. That's where my focus went. So between work, my family, the podcast, YouTube was always kind of like the redheaded stepchild. And every time a new thing would get me motivated, but then it never pushed me over. So that's when it was like, and I told my wife, I said, I'm either going to start making YouTube videos or I'm going to sell all this fucking shit. I'll keep my audio stuff, but the video stuff, I'll fucking sell it. Because I can do the podcast with what I have here with this Logitech Brio 4K webcam, and I'll sell the rest of the shit. So, and I will.
Hey, what's that thing right over your left shoulder? I think it is. It looks like a tripod, little tiny tripod sitting on your filing cabinet.
This?
Yeah, what is that thing?
This is just a little Manfrotto, and this is a light. It's called the Pixel 1. This thing is badass.
Oh, it's just a light. Okay.
Yeah. This thing has settings built into it where I did this to a friend. Thank God I didn't get in trouble, because you can do it where this is supposed to be like a storm. You have this in the background, and it looks like there's lightning outside, and you'll never know. Like if you have this in the background, this just goes through all the different colors. And then this, I did this to a friend and pulled him over. It was so funny. So yeah, it's pretty neat. And then it does all that kind of stuff. Hey, Rookie, I just saw your text. I will get your hat. The website for my merchandise is actually live. I'm just not giving it out yet because I ordered a few things, and I want to get the stuff first. And I'm probably just going to give that stuff away, but I want to see what the quality is of it before I let you guys get it. I got to ask Zach how he did the Square store. Like, do you guys have your stuff made somewhere else and then sell it on there, or...
Well, I know Zach he's got some of my stuff on there, and I just had my stuff made at just my local guy's shop and just sent it to Zach, and he just took pictures and posted it up on there.
Yeah, well, so say somebody buys something, do you have to like ship it out to them out of like your supply at your house? Or
yes.
Okay, well, see, that's what I was wondering.
I sent Zach the entire inventory, so he sends it out. Yeah, gotcha. But yeah, it's basically the same thing. Like they buy it and then he ships it out.
Gotcha.
The store itself, you know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha. See, I because I saw that Square thing, because I use Square to bill for my sponsors too, and I was talking to Zach about it. But I want more like a drop ship website where they just make it and ship it out for me. But I didn't want to use Teespring. So I got another one that I went through. It was actually through Streamlabs. And I saw an online store thing, and I was like, huh, how about that shit? And it was really, really easy, because the one I was originally trying to do is when you do it through Printful and Shopify, which I've heard they have awesome products, and the store is awesome. But it's a pain in the fucking dick to set up. There's just a lot to it, and the one thing I don't have is a lot of time. And it just kept going and going and having to do something else. And that's when I just gave up. Or I was going to pay somebody to do it. And I was like, I'm not paying anybody to do anything. So I just left it alone. So that's what I want to see, what these products look like. And all the things that I've read about the Streamlab ones actually are pretty good. But I just want to see the quality before I let somebody buy it. Because I don't want to sell stuff and people are like, Gil, what the hell is this? You know what I mean?
A lot of beard questions rolling in here.
Yeah, no. Nobody mentioned that my beard's not as gray as it used to be.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I was like, I was gonna say something, but I was like, man, maybe that might be rude.
Oh, I don't give a fuck, dude.
Like,
you can't offend
look
me,
like
bro. It's
less
fine.
old today.
I left the dye in a little bit too long, and light brown my ass. My one customer today, she was like, "Hey, Blackbeard." I started laughing.
Funny, I had a long time ago when I did residential appliance repair. My buddy's grandpa owned the business, and he was like 75. Whitest hair you ever seen. One day, just randomly, he walked in. His hair was jet black. I mean, jet black. It was the most. It was just hilarious.
That's funny.
I was like, what the hell happened to you, Johnny Cash? It was
Johnny
awesome.
Cash.
I loved busting his old man balls over that.
Just for men. It is Adam. Okay,
but
sorry.
Speaking of beards, so I was thinking the other day, it's like, man, I gotta, I've been growing this beard for like 5 years. I was like, man, I got to do something different, have it change. I thought about trimming it up a little bit, but I'm not really on board with that. So I was like, maybe like braiding it or something. But I tried braiding it. That came out real stupid.
Dude, get the fucking get the curly Q mustache, dude, or get the one.
I tried that for a while, man. I still got the wax and everything. That's a pain in the ass to keep going, man.
Yeah.
You got to train it, comb it properly, use the waxes. You got to get a tiny little fucking comb for your mustache.
See, I can't do the long mustache like you have in AK used to have, the one that like hangs over your mouth. I can't do it. I've tried. I can't do it. It irritates the shit out of me. Like, I can grow this out. Like, my beard was pretty long, and I actually trimmed it. Just in my position, my owner asked me, like, he just told me, he's like, "Go, I don't care what you do as long as you're good at your job." He's like, "But don't get too." And I was like, that's fine. I can do that. He didn't say I couldn't have a beard, but this is probably as long as I'll let it.
It's funny. Our company, if you look in the company handbook, it says you can have a beard up to 1 inch, but it must be well maintained.
Well, I think you're a little past that.
Yeah, I went past that a little bit.
Yeah.
Nobody's ever said anything to me though. I grew it out for a while. I'm like, nobody's saying nothing. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm never gonna shave again, and I haven't. But now, now that you mentioned that about your boss talking to you, that's one of the other things in the back of my mind too. Is say I rolled up. Again, I do commercials, so it's a little bit different. I'm not going into people's houses, but if I came up to your store, you're a store owner, store manager, restaurant manager, whatever, and I came in there, like, hey, I'm here to do your service. Like, what would be your first impression?
Me personally, I'm an open-minded person, so I wouldn't care. As long as you were, you didn't look like a fucking dirt ball or nothing like that.
Yeah, and I got uniform on and everything else. It's just,
yeah,
I look different, we'll say.
I think it's a little bit better, especially, everybody's opinionated, but, now we're in the world where you can be a he, a she, a he, she. You can be whatever you want. Doesn't mean some people are open to it, but I think there's a little bit more leniency when it comes to that. So I feel like as long as you're clean, you don't stink of like body odor or something like that when you're going into a house and you just conduct yourself, professional, I think you're fine. You can have a beard, tattoos. Like, I'm going to finish, like, this is going to get sleeved out here soon. And, my boss doesn't say anything, but, I mean, even if he did, it would be fine. But
yeah, that's another thing. They don't say anything about my tattoos. I'm tatted up a little bit. And, but again, I wear long sleeves mostly because I used to work on fryers. But the other reason I wear long sleeves too is when I used to work at some of these smaller restaurants, like I couldn't get nothing done because I'd have all these people coming over and talking to me about my tattoos, which is kind of flattering for a while. But then I'm like, all right, just not that interesting. Just let me get back to work here.
That's funny. Hey, here in like probably 10 minutes, I'll go ahead and do this giveaway, but we got 31 people watching and 13 likes on this video, so some of you people need to get up there and hit that like button, all right? You could do that for me, be greatly appreciated. That's just going to help people see this after it goes from being live, help people watch it later on. So if you guys could smash that like button, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. If you're not already subscribed, if you please do so. We do this every Tuesday night. Try to give some things away, make it fun, have good HVAC talks, and just bullshit, just have fun with each other, and then also videos to come. So my first one will be out Thursday. I would say Thursday or Friday, but I'm shooting for Thursday, and then hopefully whatever day I put it out on, I'm gonna try to do one a week every week. Between that and the live stream and the podcast, will be good. But I stopped putting the podcast video out because it really didn't get that many hits. The audio version does way more than the video. I feel like it was too long, so people just didn't really watch it. I mean, it's kind of like the live streams. Like, if people aren't watching it live, I feel like, I guess some people watch it after the fact, but it's not like a 10-minute video that people watch. You know what I mean?
I was just reading this comment by Rookie. He said he'd kick me right out of his restaurant.
Yeah.
What a son of a bitch.
God damn it, Rookie.
I wouldn't go to his restaurant anyway, 'cause I don't eat garbage food.
Yeah.
I bet all his food tastes like shit. all his countertops would be dirty.
HVACR vlogger said, does Bill have a neck? And then Corey said, commercial guys can look like cavemen.
That's true. That's a good point. Because a majority of the time I work by myself up on rooftops. But, speaking of rooftops, that's another thing that's kind of a pain. You're up on a rooftop, and it's 9 times out of 10, it's windy out, man. And nothing pisses me off more than you're trying to work and your beard blows up and covers your whole face and you can't see nothing.
Yeah, I
know. Beard
have
guy
that
problems.
Yet. Before, when it was longer, I mean, I have the, when I eat, get in my mouth, and I'm like, so.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have any of the issues you have. I'm baby beard compared to you.
Everything tastes like hair.
Yeah. Here, why don't we talk a little bit? I'm gonna get this. Random comment.
Doing random comment, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can win that piece.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's a book behind me. I just looked over my right shoulder.
I do that sometimes where I do the wrong one, and I'm like, whoops.
Oh, there's a ton of books back there. I got a couple Spanish books, The Obesity Code, all about intermittent fasting, Energy Bus, which is a really good book. Let's see, what else is back there? I got a Bible, and then I also have a stack of kids' books that are in Spanish to help me learn Spanish. I bet you guys were thinking there'd be something exciting, weren't you? I'm like, oh, that's my Playboy collection or something. Like, no, it's Spanish kid books, a Bible, and a positivity book.
Nudie Magazine Day. All right, what the fuck is going on with these things? Let's try this one.
What are you giving away? I didn't even pay attention to that part of the show.
Oh, yeah, I guess I should probably show people that. Hold on a second. Maybe this'll be long enough. Let's not do that. Is the Fieldpiece SC420 meter. This, let's read some shit here. Safe testing. Use non-contact voltage to check the wire if it's hot or not. Test voltage safer with one hand by using probe holders on the clamp. It's brought to you by Fieldpiece. Tools HVACR pros can trust. www.fieldpiece.com. We're not sponsored by Fieldpiece. I'm just kidding. I wish. I'll take it. Fieldpiece, if you're watching, you're probably not. But if you are...
Sponsor the show, man.
Yeah, call me. Hold on, I'm making you people wait. The people that stay to the end are the ones that are going to be able to win stuff. All you guys that, you come here for 2 seconds and you leave. Yeah.
Got a bunch of people talking about my dinosaur collection. That's funny. I forget that people can see the background so well. Because if I look at, my side of the camera, it's just this little tiny thumbnail. I can't see nothing. But they're probably not looking at that. But no, so my dinosaur collection, just for you guys out there, those are all vintage Imperial dinosaurs. Imperial is a toy brand. And they're all from the late 70s, early 80s. And I've scoured all of eBay trying to find a complete collection. So my goal is to complete the entire collection of Imperial dinosaurs.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. I bet you guys were expecting some sort of awesome answer to that question, weren't you? Something more fun-filled and entertaining.
Yes, we were.
No, nothing cool. Just some random-ass dinosaurs.
What the hell is this? Let's close that. Sorry.
Hey, Jeff wants to know what product you use to darken your beard.
I use the Just for Men. That's what I use. I normally get the medium brown, but this is not, to me, it's not medium brown, but it's fine. I like it when it's, I don't know, man, just when it, I don't know, when it gets too much gray and it looks, I don't really care about the grayness per se, because I don't really care what people think. To me, it just looks like grungy and dirty when I have my beard like that. That's the only reason. I just think that this looks neater and more like kept up. That's the only reason that I do it that way. So
yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit of gray too, and I'm just noticing it's creeping in, man. I'm just noticing it.
Mine's bad, dude. Like my hair, I don't have any, but if I let it grow out, that shit's rough, man.
Oh, yeah, you got the same haircut I do.
Yeah, it's.
Mm-hmm.
I started shaving my head at it. I think I was kind of born with a semi comb over. Like the front of the hair was kind of longer, but one time I just shaved my head in my early 20s just to do it, and I was like, well, fuck it, I might as well let me try to bick it. Bickett's in style. Dumbest thing I ever did. I think if I wouldn't have done that, I'd still have hair now. I would eventually bald because my dad was like that. I know they say it comes from your mom's side, but even my brother's got a full head of hair. Prick.
Yeah. No, I started losing my hair right after high school. And as soon as I noticed, I'm like, nope, you're all gone.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. Thank God I have a round head. You know what I mean? Doesn't really.
Yeah, it's one of those things you kind of take for granted. I lost all my hair and I was able to shave my head. And, luckily my head doesn't look like a mountain range, so I don't look like Mask or anything.
Why is this goddamn comment thing? It's not fucking... I don't know. Let's see what's going on here. Sorry, people. You can hold on a goddamn minute. I'm trying to make this as fair. I don't know what the deal is. Every time I try to use this goddamn comment picker, it's always a pain in my ass. I don't know if it's just something that I do wrong. It's just... I don't know. And I found one last time that was pretty easy, but... I can't find that one. So I'm trying to use a different one. But
nice.
Yeah, let me It's one thing great. I love having the 3 screens because I definitely use all of that.
All that space.
Yeah. No.
Damn, rookie's 46. You see that?
Are you really, you old bastard?
Man, no kidding, right?
Do you got like old wrinkly, like old man balls yet?
I bet they just hit that toilet water every single time.
And they take them out of your pants and they like smack your inner thigh. Can't run too fast.
That float. He just ties them right to that so they stay above the water a little bit.
That's funny. Them old man balls. It's cool.
Yeah.
Pretty soon I'm gonna be one down anyway. So
I bet you he's got a Werther's Original in his pocket right now. He's that old.
All right. I didn't go through and check, but matter of fact, I'm gonna do that real fast because nobody can comment twice. So if you commented twice, I'm going to go through and delete it real fast, and then we're going to pick this winner, people. Sorry it took so long, but we came in late, so we hung out a little late, and you guys like it anyway. You guys are here chit-chatting. You got nothing else to do. Sit here and listen to me, Bill, talk about shit. Me and Bill are going to start a new podcast called the Premium Beards of HVAC. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself.
And we can just talk about beards. That's it. Beard styles.
Yes.
Beard management.
Yeah, a real man in this trade.
Beard creams, beard oils.
Yeah, not these beard guys that, they're pencil pushers and they get manicures and shit.
Yeah, and not those beard model guys that got that perfect, thick, awesome beard where they can shape it to whatever they want. Like, no, F those guys.
Yeah, it's because the guy works in an office all day.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a real beard. You're not a working man. The tradesman beards. There you go. Trade of beards. Beard. No, I don't know. Let me stop. Fuck, dude. What am I doing again? Oh, yeah. Alrighty. Let's see here.
Could call it HBAC.
There you go. Yeah. I like that. HBAC.
Set another goal.
Sorry, that was me talking. Let's see the comments.
Are you on a live stream watching yourself on a live stream?
Yeah, how about that, Jid? You were talking about Inception.
Inception right there, yeah. Man.
All right, so this one, I got to... Nah, it's fine. I'll leave him in there. But let's see. Make sure we got... No, I got to make sure Rookie's not in there commenting twice. I know your fucking tricks, Rookie. Let's see. Nope. I think we're good. I can't believe more of you didn't do this. Like, what the hell? I'm trying to give you free shit. And I did put that out. I don't like to sleep. No, Gil, I don't like to sleep. That's fine, Josh. I mean, either, man. I stay up all the time and then go to bed early. Or normally I go to the gym before I go to work. So, I just take a shower at the gym and then get dressed and go to work.
How long you been hitting the gym?
Probably only for like the last month and a half. Probably hard, yeah. Like taking supplements and stuff like that. I'm trying to get my size back up. I mean, my weight's good right now. I mean, I'm like 6'1", 230, but I'm trying
really?
to...
You're 6'1"?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I always imagine you're a little bit shorter than that.
No, well, to be honest, I probably am a little bit. I think I was 6'1" at some point. I think I'm probably in the middle, like maybe 6 foot.
On.
Yeah. I'm definitely taller than 6 foot, but I would say I'm maybe in between 6 foot, 6'1". Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm about 6, maybe 6'1".
Yeah.
But I'm getting a little round, a little rotund, man. So
yeah, it happens, man. I did it for a long time. And stomach and stuff like that. It doesn't matter how many sit-ups and shit you do. You got to eat right. Otherwise you're building muscle, and you actually are making your stomach bigger because then you have muscle pushing out fat. So
yeah. The only reason I do any sort of abdomen exercises is just for my core to help my back.
Yeah.
That's it.
I want to start trying to run. Running is really good, and then I just my legs, my chest, my arm, my back, It's just having a good workout is good. I want to start getting back onto testosterone. So, but legal, not the black market shit.
Oh yeah.
Plus,
not the steroids and testosterone sort of stuff.
Yeah, what you mean? Testosterone for anybody over 30 is good anyway. I mean, we're all losing it, so it's not a bad thing. But I don't want like any kind of steroids like Winstrol, Sustanon, D-Block, all that kind of. I don't want any of that kind of shit. Did that years ago. And that's not good for you. Testosterone can't hurt. Just gives you energy. But with my health issues that I have, I can get it legitly. They'll just give it to me. I just gotta go to see like a urologist or something. So.
What kind of health issues you got? I want to have those so I can get testosterone now.
No, you don't.
No, maybe I don't then.
Let's see.
Yeah, Corey says he needs to get back in the gym too. I think it's a good thing, it helps you burn off all that anger and frustration. You're making your body stronger.
Yeah, and a lot of times, dude, I put in my AirPods or I put in my I used to put on my Beats, but now I just got the Bose one, noise canceling, where I'll just I'll put them on, just listen to music, man. And sometimes one of the guys I work with, he's fucking huge. I work out with him or some buddies, or I'll just go, because as long as you have a workout and you know what to do, a lot of people go to the gym and everybody wants to like do arms every day. Like that's not going to the gym, that's not solving anything. If you want big arms, the biggest part of your arm is the tricep. So that's how you get big biceps. People don't realize that. So once you have a workout plan, like you know what to do each time, what combinations of things, like, normally when you do legs, you're doing like your arms, or, you're doing certain things when you do your back. So I just go and try to mix it up. I want to try to at least 4 to 5 days a week, but there's some days during the week that I can't. So. All right, let me, here, they might not see you, Bill. I'm going to go back. They'll still hear you. They might not see you, though. So I can share my screen. I don't know if I can do it from this screen, so.
No, it's fine. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him either.
All right, let me go to source, share screen. Yes, use system audio. No, install later. I don't need system audio. All right, can you guys see my screen? Can you see this now where it says pick a winner?
I could tell you, but there's a lag, so you have to wait a minute.
Yeah, so I figure by the time you say that you... Let me know when you guys can see this screen.
All right, there's the yellow jacket. Your face. There's a screen with the blue stuff and writing.
There we go. That's what I need. I don't see that yet. That's funny. Did they pick a winner? I did not, Miss Susie. I was waiting for you. I'm going to pick one right now. All right, people? I don't want to kind of jinx it, but I've not heard a beep in a while.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Knock on wood. Because I know now it's going to be like, beep. Motherfucker, beep. All right, people, are you ready? Thank you guys for staying. It's almost 11 o'clock. Let me get this started. Thank you guys for staying. 26 people. There was more than this, but they were like, fuck you, Gil. You won't shut up.
I probably fell asleep when I was talking.
Yeah, it's fine. Here we go, people. I gave everybody more than enough time. Let's go. Let's go. Pick a... What? Hold on. What are we doing? Why is it not show current application? Yes. Oh, I gotta click it over here. Dumb. Here we go. Start. And the winner is Thomas Hernandez. I think he's in here.
I don't think I've seen that name anywhere.
No, I think he was in here earlier. I think I remember saying hi to him. See, I feel bad. Like, I want someone in the chat to win, but I also get it that some of these people can't always be here after the fact. I'm not really giving guys any kind of incentive to Let me see if I see Thomas Hernandez.
Got to be present to win.
Yeah.
This Tommy Stevenson guy's got a little congratulations thing. Maybe he knows that guy.
Yeah, I'm almost going to say that he was in here before, and I just feel bad when I don't. I know that I saw that guy was in here at some point. I know he was. I remember, let me go. I'm going to go all the way up to the beginning because I remember that's Tommy Stevenson. Maybe that's who I'm thinking about, Tommy Stevenson. It's not Thomas Hernandez.
No, got to be present to win.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Thomas. I'll put it this way. I will start doing some of these other ones where you don't have to be present to win, but these I've kind of made it clear that you do have to be present to win. Hey, I just saw this. What do you mean I make too much money, Adam? There's never such thing as making too much money. There's such thing as spending too much money. I got that problem.
Yeah, I got that problem. I don't make enough to spend what I spend.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to pick another one. All right. But, hey, I'm going to let you know that I'm going to have some comment to win giveaways where I'm going to let, if the person's not here, I'm going to let them win. But I'm going to make sure I say it. And I have always said you have to be present to win. So I will continue at that. We've given plenty of notice, and Thomas is not here. So, Thomas, if you watch this after the fact, I'm sorry, buddy, but you got to be present to win this, my friend. I will do, like I said, I will do other giveaways where you don't have to be present, but this definitely was one of them. So, I'm sorry, Thomas. But, Thomas, if you email me, HVACuncensored@gmail.com. I will send you like a shirt and a hat or something like that because I do feel
and
bad.
a hand-drawn stick figure of a middle finger.
Yeah. And my address so you can burn my house down. So, all right, we're picking a new winner. Let's go. Pick it again. And the winner is Albert Rodriguez. Is Albert here? Please tell me someone is here.
Who in the F are these people?
I don't know.
I don't think I've been watching the chat pretty intently. Albert Rodriguez.
Yeah, who the hell?
Are you sure you're picking names from the right chat?
Yeah, no, it's the right one. It's from the last video.
Oh, I see what you're doing there.
Yeah, so they had to comment on that video, so I picked from that one. Well, Albert Rodriguez sounds more like I've heard that before than the other guy.
I don't know anybody.
But, you see, it's just hard because we get so many people that reach out to us for the podcast and talk to different people that I get names mixed up sometimes. I mean, obviously, these people in here that come all the time, I know them, but all right, I will give a couple more minutes, and then we're going to... What in the fuck happened here? Now I got a comment. I got to put it back in. Paste. Filter duplicate comments. All right, Albert. I take it you're not here, so we're going to keep going until we get a winner because it's already getting late. So
maybe he doesn't understand you. Yeah. Rodriguez, ¿dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás?
Yamo!
Albert Rodriguez.
Where's Yamo? Yeah, Yamo, how come you don't come to our fucking live streams, dude? I thought we were cool, man. I know we're not as tight as some other people, but I thought we were friends, man.
That's a good point, yeah.
And Yamo doesn't come to my live streams. Well, it's good, because if you win, I'm not sending shit to Mexico anyway, so. Please enter the URL. Get YouTube comments. 23. Start. Here we go. Who the fuck is this guy? Is there a James Patrick in here? Now I feel like this thing is picking names to people that...
It's just making up names.
Yeah, like who are these people?
I think it's picking names out of like one of those baby name books.
Oh, that was you. I'm 6'2" in heels.
Oh, yeah.
What is up with these goddamn names? All right, pick another winner.
Look at Jeff. Twinkies and ding dong diet. That can be taken a couple different ways, Jeff.
Here we go. Pick somebody we know. Pick somebody or somebody in the chat. Oh, I know he's here. Please tell me you're still here. He is. He's here. Saucy Ball Scratcher is here. You win, Saucy.
Very cool.
So somebody is here, Saucy. Hold on, let me change this camera view so we can stop staring at the fucking blue screen. And let's get back over to main man Bill. You win, Saucy. Saucy wins. So you need to email me at hvacuncensored@gmail.com. I need your name, your address, your full address, and a telephone number. So you got a week. You got to get me that information before next Tuesday. All right? Because if you don't, I'll give this bitch away again next Tuesday. So, but I am going to show you what's up for the next giveaway. I'm not going to tell you when I'm giving it away, but
It's weird.
I'll let you guys pick. I'm not announcing it right now, so I'm just letting you know. But would you guys rather have another Vito MB2 be the next giveaway, or this Subco inspection camera? It's where you use your phone as the screen. It's pretty cool. One of my guys has one of these, and it's actually pretty nice. So you guys let me know which one you would want the to be the next prize. And then I'll tell you when we're going to do that.
That's a good bag, man. I think that's the same bag I carry.
Yeah, I've had a couple of them. I've given away a shit ton of them. They're really good, especially if you have you keep a strap or you buy a strap for it for like commercial.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Going up a ladder and you put that thing around your thing.
It's nice and lightweight. That's my diagnostic bag right there.
So, yes, congratulations, Saucy. Make sure you email me, brother. Or, here, let me see if I can put this up on the screen real fast. Oh, shit, that's not it. Did I just hear a beep?
I didn't hear it.
Alrighty, let me try to change this color over here.
I heard that beep.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on there. Why is it only black and white? What is going on here? Got no colors there? Oh, there we go. That's why. Alright. Let me add this up here on this screen. Put it right in the middle of our dome pieces. Make it nice and big. We'll put it down here. No, we can't cover the beards. Put it up there. We'll put it in the middle. It doesn't cover my beard. You can, Saucy, you can text your information to that number too. Or email, whichever one. Just make sure you get it to me ASAP, all right, man? Matt, why do you only got to say bad things? I thought you're supposed to be my friend. I called you like 6 times today. We talked, but you come into my live stream and you always got to say ignorant things. Like pop. I don't know what that fucking means. Pop.
Pop.
Yeah. So, hey.
Pop.
I guess we'll start to cut this off soon. I know it's been, longer than normal, but as always, man, thank you guys for coming out and doing this. I really appreciate you. I'm going to keep trying to get people to get these better. Kelly is going to start being on these with me. So, not saying we still can't have other people come on, like Bill. But Kelly is going to start to do these the way we originally planned. So, it will be me and Kelly, kind of like a live podcast kind of deal, talking about different topics, answering your questions, and different shit like that. So, but thank you, Bill, for coming on, man. I appreciate you, man. Now with AK gone, you're probably the best HVAC beard on YouTube. So,
I was waiting for him to get out of the scene. I'm like, all right. I had to make a couple phone calls to Navac. I'm like, you know what? I need to get him off YouTube. What can you do?
That's funny. I can't wait to see him at AHR, man, because I haven't talked to him in a little bit, so I know he's going to be there. It's going to be cool to see him. So.
I don't know if I'm really allowed to say this, but I think Zach already announced it. But there's a super special podcast that Zach's going to be releasing sometime in the near future with a certain special somebody on it.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I'm going to try to reach out to him. Maybe if I can dress you up different and do a live podcast and be like, look, AK is here. That's not Curious HVAC Bill. It is AK. I promise you. And then you can just lie and say, how's Navac doing and all that kind of stuff.
I just make up stuff. Like, oh yeah, we're doing great. We just bought Dyson, so now we got that vacuum, and yeah, we're doing real good. Shop vacs and whatnot.
That's funny as hell. But I'll let you guys go, man. Like I said, thank you, Bill, for coming on. I appreciate you, brother. Obviously, if you guys know who Bill is. Go check out Bill's YouTube channel. Bill kicks ass, man, and puts great videos out. So definitely go. If you're not already subscribed to him, you're a fucking idiot. But go ahead and do it. And yeah, check out these guys on Friday nights over on Shop Talk HVAC.
Shop
Talk HVAC Overtime. All of a sudden, I became a Bostonian in like 30 seconds. But yeah, thank you guys, man. I love you. I'll see all you guys next Tuesday. Definitely hit that notification bell if you're not subscribed. Do so. I do have some content coming out, videos, and just so you know, some of the questions on some of these call-in or comment the wins, they're gonna be on the videos that I'm putting out. So watch my fucking videos. Yeah. Anyway, I'll talk at you mofos later. I appreciate you. Have a good week. Be safe. And goodbye. That's fine, Rookie. Oh, yeah. If anybody can go to AHR, please go. Rookie's going. Hey, I'll buy you a beer, Rookie. Anybody that goes down there to see me, I'll buy you a beer, man. Thanks, Salsy. Congratulations, buddy. And, yep, we'll catch you all later, man. See ya.
See you guys.